A few viewers were direct about the problem. The earlier career ops tutorial still moved too fast. They did not want another overview. They wanted a real step-by-step install where the screen does most of the work. So this is the no-skip version. We are going to treat the viewer comment as the brief. Fresh clone. Real install. First doctor failure. Exact files to create. Green validation. Optional dashboard. Command surface. Then the honest answer about Claude, API keys, and what open source actually means here. If you only wanted the quick idea, the older video was enough. If you want to get career ops running without guessing, this is the one to follow. Before touching terminal, know what you are installing. Career ops is an open source job search command center. It uses local markdown files, YAML config, Node scripts, Playwright, AI agent instructions, and an optional Go dashboard. The core idea is simple. Companies use automation to filter candidates, so this project gives candidates a local system to filter companies. But it is not an auto-apply spam tool. The README says the human makes the final call. That framing matters for setup. You are not just installing an app. You are creating a local source of truth for your profile, your CV, your target companies, your reports, and your tracker state. Everything in this walkthrough is grounded in the public Sanafor/CareerOps repo. The README has the quick start. Docs/setup.md has the setup guide. The examples folder gives us reproducible sample files. The templates folder gives us the portals config. The dashboard folder gives us the optional terminal UI. This matters because a lot of open source setup videos quietly drift away from the repo and become vibes. We are not doing that. If a step appears in this video, it maps back to the repo, the docs, or the local commands. That is also how you should troubleshoot it later. Trust the repo surfaces first. The prerequisite list is short. First, Node 18 or newer. That runs the JavaScript scripts and package install. Second, Playwright Chromium. CareerOps uses browser automation and PDF generation, so the browser dependency is not optional for the full workflow. Third, Go, but only if you want the dashboard to UI. You can use the base project without the dashboard. This is a good place to pause if you are following along. Check Node version. Check npm. Decide whether you care about the Go dashboard now or later. Do not install random extra tools just because a tutorial says so. Install what the repo actually asks for. Now we start the real setup. Clone the repository, change into the folder, and run npm install. That is the base dependency step. It prepares the Node side, but it does not configure CareerOps yet. This distinction is where people get confused. A successful npm install only means the package is installed. It does not mean your CV exists, your profile exists, your portals file is tuned, or the workflow can evaluate anything useful. While the install runs, look at the folder layout. You can already see docs, examples, templates, dashboard code, scripts, and modes. That visible structure is a feature. This is a local repo you can inspect, not a black box. Next, install Playwright Chromium, then run the doctor command before fixing anything. This is deliberate. The first doctor run teaches you the shape of a valid setup. On a clean clone, environment checks should pass once dependencies are ready, but user files will be missing. In my run, the missing pieces were cv.md, config/profile.yml, and portals.yml. That is not a mysterious failure. That is your checklist. If Node passes, dependencies pass, and Playwright passes, the machine is basically ready. The project is only waiting for your local job search context. Do not panic when doctor is red here. This is the useful red screen. The first config file is config/profile.yml. Copy it from the example profile, then edit it for your actual search. This is where CareerOps learns who you are targeting. Name, location, target roles, compensation expectations, narrative, proof themes, and fit logic all belong here. The important rule is to keep personal context in the profile layer. Do not bury your identity inside shared mode files or system prompts. That makes updates harder and debugging uglier. For a tutorial, sample data is fine because it lets us reach a working state. For your real use, the sample profile should disappear quickly. Replace it with your own story. The second core file is cv.md. This is the source material for evaluations and tailored PDFs. If the CV is thin, generic, or outdated, the downstream output will be weak. CareerOps cannot invent your best proof points responsibly. It needs your real experience, measurable outcomes, projects, and role fit. The optional article-digest.md can add extra proof from writing, projects, or case studies. Again, the sample files are only here so the tutorial can be reproducible. Your first serious setup pass should replace them. If you want better scoring, better reports, and better PDFs, feed the repo better context before blaming the agent. The third config file is portals.yml. This one controls scanner signal quality. Copy the template, then edit the positive title filters, tracked companies, and search queries. If you leave broad or mismatched filters in place, the scanner can find a lot of jobs you do not care about. That makes the system feel noisy, even if the code works perfectly. This is the easiest place to improve the workflow quickly. Choose role keywords that match your real target. Put your real companies in the tracked list. Keep the search queries narrow enough that a scan is worth reviewing. Setup is not just making Dr. Green. Setup also means making the inputs useful. Once those files exist, run Doctor again. This is the moment installed becomes usable. The missing file errors should disappear. Then run the verification script so you know the pipeline state is sane. A fresh workspace may still say the tracker is empty, and that is okay. Empty is not broken. Empty means the repo is ready, but you have not evaluated jobs yet. That distinction is important. Green setup does not mean the system has useful job data. It means the structure is ready to create useful job data. If you get a new error at this stage, map it back to the file it mentions. Profile, CV, portals, reports, data, or output. The file names usually tell you where to look. The dashboard is optional, but it is worth showing because it makes the workflow click. Change into the dashboard folder, build the Go binary, and run it against the repo path. Once it opens, you get a local terminal interface for browsing the pipeline. Tabs, grouped views, sorting, and tracker state all become visible. This is why the local file model works. Reports and data are not hidden in a cloud account. They are files the dashboard can read. If the dashboard complains that applications.md is missing, that usually means you are pointing it at a repo with no tracker data yet. Use a configured workspace or run a workflow first. After setup passes, the README command surface becomes much easier to understand. Open your coding agent in the repo root. Then paste a job URL for a direct evaluation, or use /careerops commands for scans, PDFs, batch processing, tracker review, applications, pipeline work, and deeper research. The key point is that the commands are not separate little apps. They all work from the same local context you just configured. Profile tells it who you are. CV tells it what proof you have. Portals tells it what to scan. Reports and data track what happened. If a command behaves badly, check the local files before assuming the whole system is broken. The repo demo looks more understandable now because you have seen the pieces underneath it. A dashboard screen is not just a pretty interface. It is reading tracker data and report state. A tailored PDF is not magic. It is generated from local CV material, job context, and the project scripts. A scan is not just browsing the internet randomly. It is guided by Portals config. That is the mental model you want. CareerOps is strongest when you see it as a local operating system for job search decisions. The AI agent helps with reasoning and execution, but the durable state is still yours. That is why the setup files matter so much. Here is the troubleshooting map. If identity, role targets, or compensation logic feel wrong, inspect config/profile.yml. If the scanner is noisy, inspect portals.yml. If the evaluation lacks evidence, inspect cv.md and any proof point digest. If generated PDFs or reports are missing, inspect output, reports, and data. If the dashboard cannot open a tracker, check whether applications.md exists in data. This is the advantage of a file-driven open-source project. You can reason about it. You are not waiting for a support ticket or staring at a mystery UI. Most setup problems become file map problems once you know where each part lives. Now the cost question, because viewers asked it directly. CareerOps is open source, but the AI model layer is separate. If you use the normal Claude Code route, you need Claude Code access, a Claude plan, or API access depending on how your environment is configured. The repo being free does not make Anthropic, OpenAI, or any other model provider free. The project also includes agents instructions and codex documentation, which means the workflow is not only a Claude story. But every client has its own setup, auth, and pricing. The honest answer is this: the local repo is open source and inspectable. The model you choose to operate it may still cost money. One more quality note. Do not use this like a mass application spammer. The README pushes against that. CareerOps is a filter. It helps you choose better roles, evaluate fit, create stronger documents, and track the process. It should not decide your career for you, and it should not submit applications without human review. The right habit is to inspect the generated Markdown report. Look at the score. Read the reasoning. Check the tailored PDF. Decide whether the role is actually worth your time. That human-in-the-loop approach is not a weakness. It is why this tool can be useful without turning into another low-quality automation machine. For day 1, keep it small. Do not start with a batch of 50 jobs. Start with one real listing. Paste the URL or job description into your coding agent from the repo root. Let CareerOps generate the first evaluation. Then read the Markdown report like a collaborator handed it to you. If the reasoning is weak, improve your profile and CV. If the job source is noisy, tune portals. If the output is good, then try a scan, a PDF, or a tracker pass. Scaling before tuning is backwards. The first Rail run should teach you what the local context is missing. That is how the setup becomes better over time. That is the actual end-to-end setup. Clone. Install. Add Playwright. Run Doctor. Create profile. Add CV. Configure portals. Rerun Doctor. Verify. Build the dashboard if you want it. Then run one real workflow and inspect the output. If you already watched the earlier overview, this is the practical layer it was missing. And if enough people want the next video, the follow-up is obvious: a live job listing run from URL to report to tailored PDF, with every generated file shown on screen. For now, replace the samples with your real material and run one honest evaluation. That is where CareerOps starts paying you back.